It's automatic, it's on. I flip mattress, I'm grabbing the apparatus, keep squeezing it till it flatten your melon. A known felon, I'm weaving it through the traffic, connecting with drug addicts, embracing these thug habits. Look, at the end of the month was no food. Potato and egg tacos is how I made do. Free peanut butter and government cheese. My issue, my mama calling Deborah for help. Aunt Lou. 4 kids to adults, we here starving. My father got a job, he started then departed. My mama broken hearted, I'm looking at her nauseous. It's time to hustle regardless, I'm getting this party started. Like quarter piece in a brown paper bag in the bush, cross the street with the pistol close to hand. Pray to God when it's time to bust it, it don't jam. I sold my 7 grams, police came, I ran.
I'm the first gospel rapper. I'm the first apostle rapper. From my section, it's a lot of rappers. Respected cause I'm not an actor. Even though I changed, I didn't change up. Kept the same name from when I came up. RPH and we here now. The devil got so much to fear. Culture mechanic. I left the hood to fix all the problems inside of Advantage. Cause I'm from the hood and stuff get fixed from the inside. Inside, that's why Christ became a man. I'm in Christ. I let the old me die and became a man. Yeah, deal with men, but I war with demons. Reciprocate that before Jesus. Encounter changed all the morbid reasons. I was more of a heathen with a gorgeous heater. Miracles follow me now. So when I walk through the crowd, virtue was hard to be found. In me, they calling me now. When the devil show up, everybody know us. We the pull-up crew. RPH, scars and grace, and we about to change with the hood up too. Yeah. If you watch me live my life, it's like reading the word. Check me out, I got stripes in the streets in the church. I left the hood with some urban epistle. Urban epistle. I'm living the scripture, the word is official. Urban epistle. I left the hood with some but I came back with the word. I left the hood with a pistol, but I came back in a pistol.
I'm the rose from the concrete. I'm the diamond from the coal. I'm talking to y'all in depth. Stacked against the odds, my roots still crept. Grounded in the soil of the West. Love, loyalty, respect, mirrors pain, anger, death. These night terrors got me stressed. Seeing vivid thoughts of death and melting flesh. Turn them dark days to sunshine. My mind stays full grind. The whole city feeling the pressure. This is the war cry. War crimes, loaded 4-5s, holding on both sides. Let's ride, it's go time. Broke up out the concrete. The same place the sinners and the cons meet and still shine. The diamond in the rough that make the world blind. Take mine, aim at my opposition and dream of my peace. To my demise, I'm gonna speak for the streets. My voice sink to the beat. My soul speak and I peak. You hear Long Beach.
Hey, yo. Hey, high facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you tryna play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts. We ain't finna play that.
You might play it well, but the game don't love you.
I love you enough to be giving you the straight
I began
facts.
with the truth. You stand and salute. Where the rules of the land, you either cuz or salute. Most watch too many movies. It's where they get their cue. Think they gotta take the bishop out. That's how you get the juice. That's cause they ain't met the king. My job's to introduce. Playing checkers. They think that chicken's how you get the coup. Like it's chess. These rooks telling lies in the booth. So they don't protect our queens. I gotta tell the truth. They focused on that gang war. I wreck mine, you bang yours. Respect die. When different sets buy from the same store. Represent different sides and wind up on the same floor. When bullets fly, enemies lie side by side. That's a shame, Lord. They only coincide in peace at the cemetery. They couldn't say he loved beef in his obituary. So at the funeral, his family told a few lies. Placed him up in heaven cause he went to church a few times. It's sad. Cause when goons die, the saints cry. R.I.P. graffiti, they riding before the paint dry. The church pray before the cops come. And Satan playing evil games in your brain before the shots done. The streets living like Christ died, they never rise. When he said to tell us die, he didn't tell a lie. Man on the debt, God wanted to change that. So Christ paid double the price and bought change back. You can't change that.
Probably shouldn't say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play
So
that.
you trying to play chess with the devil without the king,
I
huh?
love you enough to be giving you the straight facts.
Look, this was done by grinding. Plot my path in life, start climbing. I came from the bottom where the babies is dying, the mama's crying. Everybody can't make it, but they trying. All I see is RIPs on t-shirts in old English. Another young life gets extinguished, and what we do, pop champagne, reflect on the memories, pop another bottle with a hit.
Day to duct tape and funnel some bricks through the tunnel with the bundles of chips. You can get the bundle package if you often and quick. Keep the cop off your tip, keep the spot off the grid. I'm finna hit, suppress it with a muzzle and tip. Henny guzzle it quick. I'm from a smuggling clique. We move bricks. Now estimate the number of chips. How much it costs for a hit? How much it costs to acquit?
I remember.
Somerset used to be Compton Boulevard. BG's on the set for the new squad. By the way, since you dealing with the new squad, that means new law, new boss, new home.
Dreams will last forevermore.
But you ain't gotta die to go to heaven. Christ did it for you.
I wanna go to places where dreams will last forever.
You talking heaven.
Dreams will last forevermore.
In heaven's been on earth. Due to sin, it was hidden from you. I've been to more funerals than graduations. I'm from the streets where killers get the congratulations. Empty crack bags and bullet shells on the ground. Addicts and automatics, the nightmares all around. Rape victims impregnated by evil rapists. Every time she look at a kid, she can see his face. People need a break, so all they think is flee, escape. Drink and take drugs till they kneeling at the feet of Satan. But Christ died for it, body hung high for it. Arms spread wide, bled dry, Mary cried for him. He let his mother watch to show us who we love a lot. When he rose, heaven fell and landed on the juggernaut. He defeated what defeated man, but defeat was incomplete with the devil under the feet of a defeated man.
Actually, know that.
Yeah, boy! Y'all ready for the hot facts of the day? Facts of the day. Hot facts of the day.
Oh yeah. Welcome everyone. It is Hot Facts with Robert Reese live on this beautiful Friday. The weather is not too hot. It's not too muggy outside. It's not too cold. It's actually right where it needs to be. You can pretty much wear anything you want today. it is a great day. Well, at least for me here in my area in Southern California. Okay. This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. This is the last day of the week. For this, we have a good one today. We got some real good news. We had a very, very interesting and great day yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught the roundtable with Rideshare Rodeo. It was Hannibal is Hungry. Okay, Hannibal is Hungry. Kim Side Money Plan. Gary from Middleton Tech. And myself. The discussion was about Proposition 22. So if you guys had any questions, you can go ahead and check that out. But also at any time, go ahead and throw those in, and I can answer those for you whenever you have one in your head, okay? Whenever you have one in your head. Now, we all saw in the beginning there, we all saw the music there. That is the Hot Facts lineup right there. That is all family. That is all family right there. Okay. Now, I want to go ahead and get you into the basketball training right there. You saw that, right? That is Chris Johnson as he heads his program. He is a nationally certified instructor and coach. He is by way of Arizona, the Scottsdale area people. If you have any boy, any girl, does not matter what age, what skill level they are, he can get them to where they need to be. Skills that most kids dream about getting, he has them on there on the court. That video there is his son, Kalon Johnson. That's a progression from when he was younger. He is actually one of the best players over there at Bella Vista, the College Preparatory Academy. That's one of the great schools that put out a lot of great basketball players in the area. Chris Johnson is the instructor of many of those athletes there who will be at a university. So if you are trying to get your kid to the next level, contact Christopher Johnson, and that is the program basketball training, and that is in the state of Arizona. That's Phoenix, Scottsdale area, okay? The Phoenix, Scottsdale area, and you can always catch him at Bella Vista, okay? Always, always, always. Now, my logo, people, I am still getting a lot of attention with the logo. People like it. People like it. They like the Hot Facts. You see it there. You see it there. I'm going to go ahead and take that down in just a little bit. But boom, right back in your face, the logo there, and that is GracieK322@gmail.com. Now, people on Fiverr, I know you may not know who you want to go to, and you don't know this and that, but I am giving a personal voucher. GracieK322 is on Fiverr, but this is a personal connection for me. So if you want to bypass Fiverr and get in contact with someone who can help you out, that is GracieK322@gmail.com. I guarantee if you mention Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent you, she will take care of you. You can take a look at her portfolio and all of that great stuff. She does a very, 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 very great job. Okay. Very, very, very great job. Now, I'm going to get into a little bit of news. I want to put the news out there because we have some good ones today. I'm going to go to the board in just a little bit after I go to the comments. I'm going to say hello to everyone there. But first, the Get Upside Challenge, people. I got to let you know exactly where I am. I know some people say, why does he do the Get Upside Challenge every single day? People, because I told you guys that I am only going to Get Upside gas stations so I can get all the cash back that they are giving back, and I'm going to the ones that are giving back the most cash back per gallon every time I go. I'm saving this all up for every single person so you can see exactly how much money I am going to get back. There's a lot of people who have been complaining about there's nothing they're doing with gas. Well, if you can just save some of what they are taking from you, that would be a very great thing. So why I am showing you this every single day is because it keeps me accountable. You know what I mean? It just keeps me accountable just to make sure that I am not, because sometimes I get tempted. I'm like, man, I got right now. Okay, right now it's at 56. Oh, $55.64. Okay. And I have one pending, so it is going to go up. At the end of the year, I'm going to go and show you guys how much it is there. Okay. How much it is there. But that is the Get Upside challenge there, people. I'm going to go ahead and get into the birthdays because we have a couple of those right now. So I want to give a special happy birthday to Young Woon Choi. Yes, you did hear that name right. That name is Young Woon Choi. This guy does great tattoo work for you guys looking to get some tattoo work done in the Los Angeles area. You can find his work on many of your LA Clippers, Lakers, UCLA, USC football, basketball. A lot of these people go over to him. Make sure you tell Young happy birthday. And Luis Fausto, man, happy birthday to you, man. You on that picture with on that quad. He does like riding quads, people. When you do see him, if you see him on Facebook, people, just make sure you say happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday. And that's from Hot Facts, Robert Reese, to you out there. Okay, we got the NBA scoreboard. We do know it's the playoffs. Sorry, people, for whoever likes baseball and all the other sports. The NBA playoffs are in, so it's going, to determine championship. The other sports are just starting. So when the NBA does, get to where there's only like 4 teams left, that's when I'll talk a little bit more about some baseball. But as of now, I got to just go ahead and give the rundown. Some people do bet. Some people use FanDuel and all those other things. So I got to go ahead and let you know what's going on. We got the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks, people. This is the Eastern Conference first round game. Miami leads this series 2-0. I don't think the Hawks will win this series. Me, myself, I think the lights are out right now. People, they have tickets as low as $69 right now. People, you can get in there and see the game. Okay, and that game is on ESPN, people. These are all going to be ESPN and ABC games. Okay, the doubleheader on ESPN, the second one, we have the Suns versus the Pelicans. This is a Western Conference Game 3, Western Conference first round. The series is tied at 1-1. This series is unpredictable right now. We just do not know because McCollum is nice. Okay, McCollum is nice. These tickets are as low as $116, so people want to see this game a little bit more. And we have the other game with the best player in the NBA by far, King Kong, Giannis Antetokounmpo. If that's how you say it, that's how I did it right there. I'm not going to go ahead and repeat that. They're going against the Bulls. The series is tied 1-1 also. 1-1 also, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and let's get into, should I go news or comments? News or comments? You know what? I think I'm going to go comments. Okay, let's go comments. So I'm going to read a comment. Okay, Robert B. Drone is checking in. He actually gave a little update. He was watching the live yesterday, and he commented on the live, and he says, all right, let's check your video out, brother. Working hard this week, about to move to Texas in June, so I got to dash and get it. Ooh, people, he's moving to Texas. So right now he's putting that extra work in, making sure he gets these tip alerts, okay, people, because he is moving to Texas. That is a big move. He is going to be driving, people, going to be driving and being on that road. So good luck to you there. My birthday is June 26th, so hopefully you're moving around my birthday so you can have an easy travel there. And I want to go ahead and give a shout out to right now. We have Trevor. It's Trevor Ahmed. We also have KT Rideshare, Michael Diggins, Bill Putnam, Phil DeWitt, and Fred H. Thank you guys for subscribing today. They listened to something on the podcast. Steve Rideshare Rodeo has a podcast, people, and he spoke some good things about me, and I got some subscribers there. Thank you so much, Steve. And thank you guys for checking me out before you went ahead and hit subscribe. I don't want you to do anything blind. And also, I want to give a thank you I ran into a driver, her and her girlfriend actually subscribed too. So that was a pretty good day. And subscriptions right there. Now I'm going to say, what's up, the Rideshare Rodeo? How you doing? Ayana, how you doing, people? Welcome. Today, people, you can catch Rideshare Rodeo Steve on tncradio.live. It is Friday, people. My time is from 4 to 6 p.m. I am in Pacific Standard Time. You can do the math on that and figure out where you actually fit in there to see. Okay, and we have Right Along with Dave. How's it going, Dave? Dave? Now, I got some pretty good news for us right now. So I am going to get into this news right now. Let me go back to my banner now and switch this to news. I have some pretty good news. And which one am I going to start with today, people? Which one am I going to start with today? Let's start here.
Feature for your ride. Starting this afternoon, this new in-app safety feature allows drivers and riders in the triangle to record audio during Uber trips. We are just one of 3 cities in the country where this feature is being tested. You can find it in the app's safety toolkit. Just tap the shield icon on the map screen and then select record audio. If a driver selects the feature before the trip begins, it will alert the rider. Uber says the audio recording is encrypted and no one can listen to it unless a complaint is filed with Uber.
If they find themselves in any uncomfortable situation, this allows them to document that, take a recording of it, and then if they would like to submit that to us in an incident report, then only then does Uber have any access to it, and then we can listen to the audio as a part of any safety investigation that we have.
Uber adds that it hopes this new safety feature gives drivers and riders an added peace of mind.
All right. So, you know how drivers are getting deactivated, and there is pretty much once you're deactivated, there's nothing you can do. So I guess they're trying to fix that. And I do know that we spoke about this yesterday, and coincidentally that this actually is going on. So in case there's something going on with a passenger, a rider, they don't have that on the food delivery side. So this feature is specifically for the rideshare. So if you feel like something's going to be wrong, you can hit that record button. And like it said, once you hit that option, if you do it before the ride starts, it notifies the customer. So the customer knows that they will be recorded. And they have to do that legally, people, because it's not video. That's like a tape recorder. You have to tell someone that they're being tape recorded unless it's being used in like an investigation with the police and all of that other stuff. But for a video, anyone can be videoed because you can't be assumed private in a public sector. So that's why they're letting the customer know, the rider know, that you're going to be recorded. But this will help drivers out there from being deactivated. But drivers also just go ahead and have your video. You never know if that file, they say the file is only going to be open in case there's an investigation. What if that file is corrupted and they cannot get that file? It's always good to have the actual video file there to go ahead and send that in also. But at least they are doing that, people. At least they are doing that right there. That's a pretty good thing. Chime in on that whenever you feel like, and we'll go ahead and talk about that now. Now, okay, boom. Man, we got Steve right here instantly, people. He says, actually, that depends on the state. He says many states are one-way states, and it is legal to record audio without two-party consent. Okay, Steve. See, Steve is the information box right there. See, when it goes down to breaking in from state by state, people, that's why, man, it's good to keep your ears open. It's good to keep your ears open. Good info right there, Steve. No, we got this right here.
Delivery driving. Tech companies roll out new protective features. As more people have relied on food delivery apps during the pandemic, questions of workers' safety have arisen after high-profile crimes. On Monday, DoorDash delivery driver Andrew Sadavu was shot and killed inside his vehicle after dropping off an order near the McHenry Village shopping center in central Modesto. Police have not released any information on a possible motive or suspect. The fatal shooting is the first reported murder of a third-party delivery app worker while on the job in the city. Both Modesto Police Department and Stanislaus County Sheriff's Department spokespeople said incidents involving delivery workers in the region remain rare. Modesto Police spokeswoman Sharon Baer said detectives are not working on any robbery or carjacking cases involving delivery drivers. Sheriff spokesman Sergeant Luke Schwartz said his department has seen no significant increases or noteworthy trends involving delivery workers. Still, the city has had incidents in the past. Most third-party app delivery drivers don't carry large amounts of cash with them, because payments and tips are made through the customer's mobile phones. But their cars have become targets. In December 2019, a different DoorDash delivery driver was picking up an order at Garcia Jojo's on McHenry Avenue in Modesto when her car was stolen. Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Okay.
All right, people.
Driving.
Now,
Tech company.
Now check that out there. Check that out there. This carjacking and murdering thing, carjackings and murdering things are just ridiculous right now. So just be safe out there. But we're gonna piggyback right back about the recording, the audio recording that Uber is gonna be doing. Okay, so yeah, in Washington, they say in Washington you can't record without consent. Okay, now Steve says also, if you live in one of those states, remember it can be done to you. So be careful what you say. People, yes. So that means that if you are in the back seat of a rideshare vehicle or anything, and you, the driver, you cannot, you cannot aggravate the passenger, and you can't do that at all. So just remember that's where you have to remember customer service all the time, because once you slip up right there, you will be deactivated. But this will catch people who are mouthing off to you before they attack you, because sometimes you will be attacked. It'll catch the mouthing off, and then once they realize that they're being recorded, maybe it will stop the mouthing off. Washington, he says Washington is a two-party state consent. Okay, man, Steve, be having, I don't know who's in your ears. Steve got the news. Steve has the news. Now, there's something about this that I don't know, and it's state by state, and I don't know. If I know there's one guy that I did run into, and he is a armed security guard, and he's allowed to carry, and he actually carries when he goes and drives, and he delivers. I don't know if he's lost tips because customers have felt uncomfortable or anything, but I do know that he carries, so I know that he is protecting himself. So that is big ups to him. Now we got some news right here from Las Vegas. Check this out.
That has the third highest gas in the country, and plenty of you are making tough choices to save cash. Workers in a big industry here in the Valley say it's hurting the bottom line. Too many customers are cutting back on tips.
We're actually one of the most essential businesses.
From groceries to restaurant takeout, no matter which app you use, deliveries became a lifeline for so many these past 2 years. And now they like the convenience.
I am getting more orders than ever now.
For thousands in the Valley who hustle part-time or full-time as drivers to get you your order, like Diana Nagu, and pay more for gas to do it too. Many see a troubling trend with inflation, tips going down rather than up.
When I had started in 2020 and was getting tipped pretty well, gas prices went up, tipping went down. So it's kind of been harder. So a lot of people, they would say that they're going to tip in cash. Actually, will say leave at door, no contact. So they usually never tip after that.
Diana put a post on Nextdoor with hundreds of responses, reminding people, please tip. She says, if you can't afford a couple or few dollars in tip, you can't afford DoorDash or getting a delivery.
It does feel defeating. It feels very frustrating because when I get in my car, all of a sudden, I'm almost out of gas and I barely have any money for the next tank of gas.
Nationwide, there is a tip tumbling trend. Grubhub has a whole guide for tipping now and says, we encourage consumers to tip 20% for meals that arrive on time and as ordered. Instacart, cracking down on what's called tip baiting. If a customer zeroes out their tip without reporting an issue with their order, we'll protect the shopper by covering the amount of the tip that the customer removed. DoorDash. Dashers are always free to decline any order if the tip's not worth it.
But since people are not tipping as well, if this keeps going the way it's going, I'm not going to be able to afford any of these jobs.
And Diana says 15% is a minimum for tips. Numerous companies we reached out to encourage larger tips from 20% or more, especially for a very large and complicated order.
All right, now, so this whole tip thing, the person that they were interviewing in Vegas, seems like for sure, I'm gonna go ahead and bet on myself on this one. I'm for sure that person is in Pedro's rooms, his chats. For sure. That's the whole thing. But see, I get that now from DoorDash. They said that DoorDash, the company is telling the dashers that if the tip's not worth enough, then don't accept the trip. So you have DoorDash telling the drivers that in return, the drivers are not picking up the orders and people are getting their stuff late and cold. But it's like DoorDash is doing it, like DoorDash is promoting it. That's why I do think they need to open up the gate and let the customers add tips, like just like on Uber. I think DoorDash needs to do that because I think DoorDash is making, man, that's making the whole food gig thing kind of weird. They are promoting and telling the drivers to just not pick up the order. They're not telling you to, but by them not saying anything else, they are pretty much telling you, don't do it. They're saying that you don't have to take the order if you don't want to. So pretty much instead of taking the order, they're saying don't take the order. You don't have to. So they're promoting it without promoting it, speaking between the lines. But as you see with Instacart, I think that just said Instacart, if it's below like if it's below 20% or something else like that, they cover something. They have that there. But as you see, Grubhub is suggesting to customers, it's not final. They are suggesting the customer still has the ability to say yes or no. They are suggesting them to do 20%. They're not forcing them. So at least you get an option on what to do there. But I feel that Uber Eats by far right now is the best because you can tip on the app and they tell you to, they actually encourage the customer to tip in cash. So, the other platforms have to think about opening that up because that is not good. That is not good at all. So we got to fix that. And I do understand what she said about the gas being high and everything else. Well, people, this is when the fight starts, man. This is when the fight starts. When everything gets, to start weighing on you, you don't just cower back and just start talking. You got to put your fist up and start fighting. That's when you got to fight. And fighting is just not verbally. I mean, you are the only person that has the ability to change anything when it comes to your income. So that's what I mean by fight. If you have to buckle down and switch up your game plan, you got to buckle down and switch up your game plan. If doing the same thing has you irritated, aggravated, and just mad, then you got to stop doing that stuff that makes you irritated, aggravated, and mad. You got to add something else to your game or take something else out. You really can't complain about anything because we all have to live in the guidelines. We are all playing in the same game. You have to learn how to navigate through the course in the game. It's like leapfrog or Frogger or whatever else it is. You're trying to get across. You got to boing, 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 boing. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to walk straight through the cars. You can't do that. You can't do it. You got to switch up your game. And some people don't like switching up their game because they were comfortable and super comfortable being like that. People, this is not a comfortable industry. The pay is always changing. They're always hiding something else like this and that. This is not a comfortable industry. You have to adapt as the game changes. That's how you stay active, and then that's how you stay moving, people. Man, you can't just keep complaining about customers because the same customers are drivers also. So, we gotta just put everything out there. I'm gonna go back to this board really quick. I'm gonna go back to the board really quick and Right here says, he says, hot facts, Robert Reese, you should add this now on the web page. All states in green are one-party consent states. Okay, Steve. I'll go ahead and try to put that up for you guys. Okay. And that'll give you which ones are okay. Bam, bam, bam. Good looking out on that, Steve. We got TFT. It's good to see you, TFT. It's good to see you. But he says, wow, worst Friday lunch shift ever. Oh my goodness. You're gonna tell all the good. And hey, how it works here, people. If you are brand new watching this, If you tell the good, you talk about your tip alerts. If you're bringing in the funk, you also got to bring in the junk, okay? If you bring in the funk, you got to bring in the junk. So that's a good start that he did put that out there, and he should go ahead and let us know pretty soon, okay? That is the rule, people. If you show the good, you got to show the bad. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, Goodman, thank you. Just sub, hashtag rodeo rideshare. People, man, Steve, you got people in that stagecoach. They're sneaking in, going on that Oregon Trail. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Oh, TFT said, car accident happened in front of me. Oh, wow. Cost me an hour so I can get my video from my dash cam to the people and the cops. Oh, yep. But here's the thing. You were doing the right thing, because when I had my accident, when the lady ran the red light by it was like 3.5 seconds. The lady that was in front of me, she actually stopped and waited till the police came, and she waited to do all of that. So you just did that exact same thing because someone was wrong and someone was right, and that is a good thing to do. Someone did that to me, so I'm going to promote that all day. So you had a bad day as far as work, but you had a good moral day. Okay, you had a good morale day. You can go ahead and take that back to the bank and be proud of yourself. I'm going to take that down now, and I got this right here. Okay, so this is crazy. Okay, so there's this company, and you know how there used to be paper routes. Now, what I used to do, people, let me tell you how crazy my high school schedule was. Oh my goodness. And I can give it to you either way, just so you understand how my high school schedule was as an athlete, a student, and because this ties right into it. Okay, I got to get up, okay, at about 2 a.m., help my mom on this paper route. Okay, my mom used to go do a paper route. We will load our Chevy Lumina up. We have to go there, fold the papers up, put the rubber bands on them, put them in, and there was no GPS, so you actually had to know the route and look at the Thomas guide. Okay, so once you got your route down, you were good. So I would do the paper route. From the paper route, I would get done with that. I would try to just wash my hands, because your hands get all black from all that ink. Wash my hands, try to sleep for like an hour, and then I have 0 period basketball. From 0 period basketball, I got to go to school. Then I'm involved in different clubs and musical production. So I have all that stuff to get back after school, got a homework, got all that stuff, just to do that over and over and over and over again. Okay, people. So that was a reminder of what I used to do with my mom here. But this company here, what's happening is the people that deliver the newspapers are bouncing, and they're not doing it anymore. So what they're doing is they're trying to offer higher pay for people who want to go ahead and deliver newspapers. So if you want to deliver newspapers, they're actually giving you a higher pay than what most apps are. But people, they have to understand the only people that are actually getting the newspapers are it's only the old faithfuls. It's only the old faithfuls, and that's it. Just the old faithfuls. Everyone else is pretty much digital. What are these two doggies doing? Hey, what are you doing? No. Here, come. This is lovely. She's the one making all that noise. Why are you making all that noise, huh? Why are you making all that noise? Now you don't want to make noise. Bye. But this company, they are pretty much, they're trying to pay these drivers, above everything, and they're trying to get some drivers in. So people, if you are in one of these areas, I think now would be the time, if you actually wanted to do a paper route, because you can schedule your ride, your dash, whatever you want, whenever you want. So if you want to go there and actually get up and do some paper route, you can actually do that. And let me see the name of that place again. No, that is the wrong one. Let me get the name of that place again. Is it? I'll bring it up, but I'll figure out what state it was in. But it might be the time to go ahead and do that. TFT says he had a bicycle paper route. Ooh, those of you who are as old as I am or a little bit older, you remember that Nintendo game Paperboy? Remember that game Paperboy? Yes, that is man. Flashback. Now there's some Lyft news. You guys know about the Lyft news? You guys know about this Lyft news? Okay, I'll give you guys this Lyft news. Here's what Lyft is doing right now. They have went ahead and got into the bike game here in Los Angeles. You can actually rent your bike out. You can rent your electric bike or rent your bike. Lyft goes ahead and gets the PBSC acquisition there. So what they're doing is, because Lyft is not doing all that great, instead of bringing in money, I don't know how they can do it with whatever else, but they have these stations now. So this is how Lyft is going to be bringing in money. You can actually go to the station. You go ahead and pay or whatever. You unlock the bike and you take that bike, and then you can go ahead and do it. It's very, very popular here, and we have this thing called Ciclavia. It's a huge bike rally that we do here in Los Angeles, and there's literally like tens of thousands of people on their bikes going up and down the street, and all these bikes are going to be gone because of that. It's also a really good thing to have. There's people that use these bikes to travel because the parking is so terrible. You can use one of these bikes and get in and out. You can get in and out of where you got to go if you are a shopper. So Lyft does a double and they go in that. It's still a ride. It's a ride share, but it's not the ride share that you thought. But it's still pretty good. That's a pretty good thing. At least they can get some revenue here. Hopefully they can get some revenue here and then sprinkle that in towards the drivers on the rideshare side to pay them a little more. But we all know that that's probably not going to happen. But there's always wishful thinking. There's always wishful thinking. And Lyft also lifts the face mask mandate, people. Lyft just lifted the face mask mandate. So they are doing the same thing as Uber. They followed suit, people. So you got it right there. Lyft has done it also. Should be a great thing. Now that they have all those things in place, that brings me to this right here, people. That brings me, and I'm going to get to that board really quick. I did see you, buddy. I'm going to get to here. Speaking of them going all the way right, people, I am bringing in the hot cap, people. This is a spin-off of the cash cap. This is going to be where the driver has no idea. He's going to be interviewed and he's going to be participating in something live to where he can actually win $20 as a tip from me to him. Okay, so that will be happening very, very soon. So now that they lifted all these mandates, it should be a little bit more lax to do something like that. So that is what I have going on, and that is the hot cab, people. It is coming soon. I'll be doing a couple episodes throughout the month, and then those will be live, or I might do them and just have them pop up here. I'll show them here on Hot Facts with Robert Reese, but I just might have it just be live also. I'm still debating on that before I do the first one. So that is that. But let me hop back into this board. Okay, now we have Paperboy. Someone said, Rideshare Rodeo. Steve says he remembers Paperboy. TFT says, yep, people. That's Nintendo, people. When we used to have the video game cartridge and we blowing it like this. And then you don't put it in smooth. You got to put it into the edge, and then you got to put it down and make it go pop in. Once it pops in, the game will work. And then sometimes the spring will be loose, and you got to get the other game, turn it upside down, put it in so it holds it down so it stays in so you can play. Remember, people, we were gamers before you. That's why when you young guys get into these rooms and you call us old, what's your old butt doing in here playing Call of Duty? Well, I'm a gamer, and that's why I'm better than you. I was playing Contra and all of that. Boy, in your face. Now, I'm going to get to this next one. TFT said he lived it. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, we got Jada Kanza in the house. What's up, Jada Kanza? Jada Kanza, I love the comment yesterday about DC. Man, that was really good. You actually hopped on there and watched that, and I put that news up there simply because there's drivers everywhere, and I don't know who's watching. I don't have control of that, but all I know is if I can put it out there, someone will get it. Thank you for getting it and chiming in on it. I hope drivers yesterday got a little taste of what he wrote in that comment, simply because he put out the areas where it's a no-go zone and everything else. You can go back and check the live. You can check the live on that one there. And actually, that was on 420. It was on 420. So just look up the live on 420. He says drivers need to stop leaving their cars running at restaurants. I know that's for sure. I know that's for sure. And then they leave it and they park it in like the fire zones, like where someone can just like anyone can just think, oh, he's moving his car. Gone, car gone. He says, especially at night. I see this every day in the DC, Baltimore area, people, and that's the area where they are doing all of the carjackings and doing the worst. So they are stealing cars, people. People are leaving their keys in the car, being dumb. People, you cannot be dumb. Okay, you cannot, and we are not in England, in the UK. I'm dumb means dumb. You cannot be dumb, people. You cannot be stupid. Do not leave your car running while you go inside. You never know what the wait's going to be. Some people are so, caught up inside their phone that they'll go inside and they'll tell them, okay, it's going to be like 10, 12-minute wait. They'll stay inside and start playing like Candy Crush on their phone and their car's outside running. And you're burning gas, and you're complaining about gas is too much. Well, you're letting it all go, people. You are letting it all go. Jada Kanza fully agrees, as I talk about it all the time, people. That's something you need to, people. This is driver safety. This is driver safety one-on-one, people. You have to go ahead and listen. We have pros in here, people. Whenever more than one person is saying something, people, whenever more than 5 people are saying something, people, there is some truth behind it, people. There is some truth behind it, people. Awesome decryption, people. I gotta put it down like that, people. Steve, I gotta do it like that. I have to do it like that. But any tip alerts out there today? I got the video from today. I actually have to just upload it for you guys. I just got back from my order there, and I got some tip alerts today. I got a cash tip alert where the customer said, wait. They made me wait. They went back in. They got $5 in cash and brought it out. And they said, I know it's not going to show much on the app, so I'm giving you extra here. Well, that made that order turn into a $17 and some change order. Well, you add in the 45 cents because here, people, the Uber and the gas, that 45 cents goes in. People, when you watch my videos, you got to throw in that 45 cents when you're watching how I take care of all of these trips. So that's an extra 45 cents there. So that put that order up to about $18. It was a $12 order, $11.85 order. That's what it was for a double order. So that's actually another 45 cents on there. So that's another dollar pretty much. That's 90 cents added on. So I got an extra dollar on there. So it's like $18 and some change for that order. That was $11.85. So total, that's what I'm going to get paid for that. And also, the very first order I did of the day was at Starbucks. The very first one you get, people, the rule, first one you get, the first one you take, because that could be the one that leads to something great. People, I tell you that every single day. That is my rule. It doesn't have to be your rule. It works for me. It's been working for me since 2015. The order was $4.33, people. And what happened was the customer tipped me an extra $5 on that order. And to show you that that's what happens. And people, that's why I say the first one you get, the first one you take. You never know what that first one's going to be and how much it's going to be. And you just take the order. It turned out that made my day perfectly fine. And, it started me off right where I need to be. So I got to show you the tip alert because that's a tip alert on the rule. So that kind of makes sense right there. I got to show you a tip alert on the rule. Here we go right here. Okay. Oh, I'm at the wrong time. Here it is. I was up instead of down. Okay. So see, 973 right there. It was 443. Says the customer added tip after delivery. Nice, people. So I hope the girl in Las Vegas saw this right there. I hope she saw this. And if she says that Uber is not as busy as DoorDash, well, that doesn't mean that people are not ordering. Just have the app. People, just have the app. And if you have the app, and if you say, well, I don't get as many as DoorDash, well, just think about it like this. Because the customer can add more money in, if you're doing less orders, you're getting paid more for doing the less orders. So you got to start to think about things, people. You got to start adding things in. That's on the first one. That was the rule. First one I took, first one I got, and it led to something great. And then what did it lead to? It led to, oh, people in this video, when I put this up, oh my goodness, lots of customer service, lots of smiles. It led to a perfect day. This video, when it goes up, you guys will see, like, it shows a lot in this video, but you guys will see what my service is. You guys will see what the attitude is that I go in there with every single day. And before you go ahead and watch that, before I upload it, I'm going to tell you about something that I did in that video. Also, I was watching a video. From her name, Bree. She wears the big Kardashian shades. She was delivering in a different part of like Portland or Oregon. Her husband was driving her around because the parking was so terrible, so she had to get in and out. And she went into a restaurant for the very first time. And this ties in perfect because I just spoke about this recently. She went inside and she said, when she came out, she said it took a little while. She said it was my first time in. I was standing around and they did not notice me. Okay, people, this is why I say this here. You are your own business. You are pretty much the vendor that's going in. You're going in to check in. Don't stand around. Don't wait on them to notice you. Your job is to go in there and get it done. So just go in there, assert yourself, boom, 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 and then bam. Just remember that, do that, and then that speeds up your delivery time also. Each time you go into a place and you conduct yourself like this, all you're going to do is just speed up all your time. So you're going to be able to get more and more orders in. People think that, well, that it's only going to save maybe like a minute or two. Well, if you think about it, if you add up all the minute or twos, that's a lot of time right there. So you're saving yourself all of that time, and all that time, let's say throughout your whole day, it equaled up to about, you saved yourself 25 minutes. You could have gotten 2 orders in 25 minutes and dropped them off. So you got to remember time management also. There's strategies when you're doing this stuff, people. There's strategies. Once you figure out that equation that works for you, it'll see you all the way through. I'm just trying to share a little light on you guys. I got right now. Okay, LS right there. That is a neat picture right there. I'm going to call you Mr. Wu. Thank you for the sub. #rodeo, people. Thank you so much, Steve, for putting the plug out there for me. And thank you guys for actually paying attention and going in and checking me out without doing it blind. Doing it blind doesn't make sense. And I know Steve has a good word and he can vouch for anyone, but it's good you guys check that out. Okay, bam. He says, what's up, Lenny? He says at Hot Factor Robert Reese. Lenny is Lenny from the Drivers Guild in Chicago. He deals with families of gig workers injured or killed in Chicago. Okay, people, did you guys just read this? He says Lenny is from he's from the Drivers Guild in Chicago, people. You know what a Drivers Guild is? They stick together and they help people, okay? And this is all community that ties in with exactly what I do, people. It says he deals with families of gig workers injured or killed in Chicago. So if you are a driver in Chicago, people, if you are a driver in Chicago, and we all know that is Chirac, Chi no go, Chirac, Chi no go. Man, if you live there, people, you do got to be safe, okay? You do got to be safe. And if you know anyone, that's injured or killed, go ahead and get in contact with Lenny. I don't know any of Lenny's information there, Steve, but if you have a website there, if you can go ahead and put that in, I'll go ahead and post that up. I will gladly appreciate that to get that word out there. People, this is all community here. I want everyone to get love and get help. Come here, stand together, fight together. This is Hot Facts, people. Hot Facts is more than just a name, people. It is the truth behind what we stand for, all right? Now we got Brian right here. Yep, as soon as you find out what works for you, people. And I tell this to people all the time. You know, you can watch every single gig tuber out there who is doing this, and you can't mimic. You cannot mimic everything that we do. We have figured out our niche and our zone on how we do our orders. You know, some people are a little bit more calculated. Some people are a little bit more freelance. Some people, you know, it's you just got to figure out what you are. I am more calculated and strategic. So I'm calculated, strategic, but I have a bullet plan that I go by. So I'm strategic like that. I just stick to it, and that's what I do. And boom, 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 right there, LS. Go ahead and say, you know what, man? It is right there, man. I'm trying to help. If you're trying to help, I am trying to help. What's up, Roy? What's up, Roy? He said, okay, question. He said, do you Californian gig workers can actually call themselves independent contractors? We are independent contractors, Roy. We are independent contractors, and that's why I love it. So now you understand why I love it so much. I'm an independent contractor. I'm a 1099, and they have this rule, Roy, that pretty much, Roy, I do the exact same thing. I have not changed any step in my game. The only thing different is they're giving me extra money every 2 weeks, and I get a healthcare stipend because I complete the hours no matter what. So that's what it is. So I just get paid money. It just goes. I'm not changing anything. And we are considered we are independent contractors. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Roy. Yes, yes, yes. Believe it or not. Okay. Brian says he does mostly roadie runs. TFT hopped in. He says, but I have a small group of drivers that we take care of one another in Fresno. Yes, yeah. And I know TFT does do this, people. And TFT, I will be sending you your box out, people. TFT gives his equipment away to drivers who do not have equipment. He is a strong believer, and like he sees eye to eye with me, and he does the exact same thing that I do. Coincidentally, we are in California. He's up there, and I'm down here. So it's kind of like we are taking care of the areas on where we are, and that's big ups, people. That's why I tell you to communicate with the drivers, be friendly, be happy. I'm friendly with people and customers. There's a clip in this video where I just pull up to go. I'm delivering to the animal shelter, and there's a guy out there with a corgi, and I said, nice corgi, and he didn't think I knew what dog it was, and I struck up a little conversation with him right before I went in. I didn't stop moving. I did everything in motion, going into the door, did that, came out. They came out, took care of him. I dropped off the order, and I was done. I was able to mingle with the community, with the customer, and I was able to get some words in. With someone on the outside, a customer to that place. So people having relations, goes big. And I know Hannibal yesterday, he noticed, he said you use relations a lot in service. Yes, people. This is all relations that I teach. This is, in case you guys wanted to know, on YouTube here. I'm under vlogs and news or whatever the genre is there. But if you are on LinkedIn, I am an online instructor. Okay, people, I'm an online instructor who goes out on the field so I can actually do the practical for everyone who needs to learn. So that's exactly what it is. I do my practicals so people can have a visual, and then I sit down and go over everything, and you would say lecture form, but it's news form. I'm giving you the news, and we are going over everything else right there. So that's how my channel is set up here, people. So this is online, pretty much. Whoever didn't know, this is online instructions. It's a course. You can take what you need, and if you don't need it, then you don't need it, okay? Then you do not need it. Okay, boom. Rideshare Rodeo says, here's the link, people. Here is the link for the Drivers Guild. If you know anyone that's injured or killed in Chicago and they need a little bit of extra help, you can go down to, HTTPS. You hit that up with the IL for Illinois.driversguild.org. There is the link there, people. There it is there. We also have Brian Kern. He says, he's giving a couple bags out to drivers. That's awesome that you have groups like that in your area. Now, check this out, Brian. We really don't have groups. We're not labeled as groups. This is just what we do as people who actually just want to spread some good stuff to have some unity out there. Now, I guess it's a Hot Facts group because, we come on here and we speak online and we share everything here. So I guess it is a group, but, I'm down here. He's up there. People are in different states. But this is just something that you as an individual will do. If you feel this page, if you feel what we got going on here, you'll go ahead and spread that love too. And I do thank you for doing that too. Man, you guys are going back and forth right now. He said, okay, spike that hour. Help me with my dash cam video. That 5675 was made in 2 hours and 18 minutes, people. So in 2 hours and 18 minutes, that's 5675. People, what he just did right there, and he is on DoorDash, people, that's still hitting around almost the $25 an hour mark, people. So that is that right there. He's there floating there. That is a good job. So even though there was an accident, he lost some time, he helped someone out and still made good enough money in that time. And he was a good Samaritan. That is what we preach here, people. That is what we do. This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I'm going to get to these next comments right there because we are buzzing right now. We are buzzing. We are buzzing right now. We are buzzing. Before we get into that, I'm going to bring this up right here. Okay. If anyone is out there, people, I'm trying to raise $5,000 right now for Hot Facts, pretty much for everything. I'm pretty much putting in a whole lot of work, people. I have fulfillment, the clothing line, everything else there. You've seen people get on Shark Tank and they went ahead and did their plea. I'm doing my plea right here. Anything is accepted. It does not matter what it is. The GoFundMe is set up here at Hot Facts with Robert Reese. It goes over everything in detail on the GoFundMe there. You can go ahead and check that out. GoFundMe, you can just type up Hot Facts with Robert Reese. And also, if that's a little bit different of a route for you, we have the Cash App there. The Cash App is Cash App Hot Facts. Okay, so anything is accepted, people. Pennies, everything add up. I will gladly appreciate that. Extra cash is going to help with these delivery box giveaways and the things that we do have coming up. I have TFT. His will be sent out next week. On Monday, it will be sent out. So he has his going on, but people, I like to have more than one or two people win. So it all goes into community, people. It all goes into community. So that is that right there. And I'm going to get right back down here to Jay DeCanza. Actually, let me get back here to my comments. And let's get right back here. Because Jay DeCanza, no, was that Jay DeCanza? No. Oh, let's go right here. Okay, I lost my stand. He says he has a good relationship with all merchants, even if they are trash, people. Now, that's what you have to realize, that even if the merchant sucks and you know they suck, you can actually help them get a little bit better with just being friendly and some encouragement. Sometimes that helps out. Now, I know there's places that I just hate going into because I know it's going to be super trash and the line's going to be extra long, and that is going to be terrible. I do understand that fully. So with that being said, just be nice because, they could start changing things just because of how your relationship is with that place. Okay. Right along with Dave says that's awesome right there. Yep. Now, LS says, or if you just want to learn about what we do, we just opened a small lounge for gig workers on O'Hare Airport. We have bathrooms and pool tables. Tell Chicago drivers to stop by anytime. So if you are in Chicago, you are reading this and you did hear me right there, you can rewind a little bit and hop back up where we are. I just let you know that there, and it is on the screen. I'll leave it up there for just a little bit longer so you do get that. If you are in Chicago, okay, and you deliver with that bulletproof vest, people, here's where you need to go. They will take care of you, and because you were doing a good job. Now, Jada Kanza feels, he says, I feel like merchants can control who they dispatch orders to when it's a delivery requested by merchant on DoorDash. You know what? I do hear that a lot on the DoorDash side. I don't hear that much on the Postmates side and the Uber Eats. Now there are merchants, like we have like 7-Eleven, and there are merchants that when they actually go through, it goes directly to Uber Eats and Postmates. But I don't understand. I've never heard anything like that. Most of the drivers drive on DoorDash, but if they do dispatch like that, I'm pretty sure that they're dispatching to me if that's how it works. But I know that they do that on DoorDash. Pedro has actually verified that there is a Papa John's in the area that he's in, and he gets delivery bags and everything from, and they dispatch him the orders. Like there are days where he'll say, I'm gonna be a Papa John's delivery driver today, and he knows exactly where to go, and they're gonna just keep giving him all the orders. So he actually did demonstrate that, and they do that. And I do know that he does videos just for experiments, and that was one that actually the experiment actually paid off. Drive safe out there. She about to go get it in with them driving. She accepts all the orders like me, people. My wife be in there getting it in. She drives at weird times. She drives at this time. It's like 2:55. Like she drives when the other drivers just do not feel like driving at all, and she racks it in. Okay, now we got Brian Kern, people. Now, see, here's the thing. I am a moderator and content creator that if you got something to say, people, look, I said you can say whatever you got to say in this room, because if we don't say it, no one will know, and that's the only way we can help ourselves. Okay. Now, Brian Kern says at Jada Kanza, he says I have a Home Depot that they see my van, and before I tell them what order I have, they already have brought it up to me. Man, that's curbside service right there, fella. That is curbside service right there. See, people, look, when you have the relationship, now check this out. I'm going to ask you, all right, I'm going to ask you this, Brian Kern, for that Home Depot that you go and pick up for, I want to know how much are your average orders when you are picking those up. How much money are you making on those Home Depot orders? And this is what I like, I tell people I am strategic on how I break this whole thing down. I love to add, and for people who don't know, on Uber Eats and Postmates, you can star your favorite places, people, so you can control your zone on where you work. Okay, so if you did not know that, I'm going to show you that here really quick. All I'm going to do is I'm going to hit account. And it's there in the menu there, people. Start places. I'm going to hit start places, people. And as you can see, I have places start. All right. So what I have done is I have outlined my area where I have really good relationships with all the restaurants, and I have outlined them so I stay working in an area to where I'm going to just say boom, 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 boom. People, this game is strategic. There's so many people driving. You got to have a game plan. So I have it set like that, right? And there are places that I love going to because the other drivers don't go, but I know that the payout that I'm going to get is going to be all the way good. So I have those places too. Okay. And if a place is dispatching people, you're going to make that money. So now you got to think about the places that you are picking up from. You got to think of, well, you know what, every time I pick up from this place, and I'm not saying McDonald's or Burger King or any of the fast food places like that. I'm talking about the places that have their own name. When you are picking up from certain places like this, and you're like, dang, the average order I get from this place is like $8-9. Boom. You got a hitter. I'm going to star that place. I'm going to make sure when I go in there, my service to that place with that restaurant is above and beyond. And I'm going to keep getting there. And then what I'm going to get from there, I'm going to just deliver that off to the customer, keep that transition going, transition that flame, and then boom, 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 boom. There is an art to this game, people. Man. There's an art to the game. Now, Roy says, so if these companies are forced to pay California gig workers a minimum wage and benefits, what is the difference from a W-2 job? man, Roy, that is the thing. If we go union, we will be like a W-2 job. We are not a W-2 job. You know why we're not a W-2 job? Because you can turn on your app whenever you want to and turn it off whenever you want. You can go to work whenever you want. That's what separates it from a W-2. A W-2, you are scheduled to go in there and work, take your mandatory breaks, and except in Arizona, it's an at-will state. They can just do whatever, but you get your lunch breaks. You get your lunch. If it's 10 hours or plus, you get a double lunch. You get your breaks. Now you're on a W-2. Okay, now you got to have that state law poster, inside your place. We are not that. We can actually sign in and out and accept anything we want to do. So we are freelance independent contractors. That's why I love it. 100% free to gig workers. Bam. People, LS says, if you are a gig worker, that's Chicago Guild. That's protecting the people in Chirac. 100% free for gig workers. I hope no one gets hurt and gets shot, gets stabbed in Chicago. Okay, but man. Okay, people. Oh, yes, TFT. I did get that, people. TFT, people. TFT received his hat, people. His hat he got his merch. Congratulations on that one, TFT. TFT got his merch, people. And here it is. Oh, that's it. Oh, bam. Bam, right here. Let me go ahead. Hot facts. Look at that, people. He's out there with the hot facts, and he is loving it. Good job, man. Good job, people. He's out there. He's sharing it. He gives up his delivery bags. He helps people. He is doing the whole thing. Truth, honesty, truth. I always say it wrong right there. Truth, honesty, loyalty, and respect, people. TTMA TBF, train the mind and the body follows. You got to do these things, people. You got to do these things. This dude's a good dude, man. Good dude. Jada Kansas says, I will have times where I'm getting 6 to 8 Papa John's or Pizza Huts back to back to back. And you know why? Because you're dropping them off real quick, man. When they are dispatching the orders, I'm pretty sure they can track the driver too when they're dropping them off. And if they see that this driver is always dropping them off quick, why would they not just keep giving them to that driver? And then they'll say, well, this order they're paying more, give it to that driver. You get in good. And boom, he says exactly right there. Now, TFT says merchants can set drivers on a preferred status. Now, that is good to know, people. Now, here's where a lot of people, I preach service all day. Here's where the service comes in, people. Merchants can set drivers on preferred status, people. So if your service is good, people, you got to set yourself up to make the most money. People got to stop thinking about, this job is just a whatever job. This job is set up for so many avenues for you to network. This whole job is networking. We're at a convention. They have food out there for us to eat. They have different things. Someone's speaking up there. There's a convention. How many contacts can you come out with in that convention? How many contacts can you come out with in that convention? You know what I mean? That's how it is right there, people. When you are going to every single merchant, that is a different person at the convention. You know how you want to, rub elbows. I'm going to rub elbows with every single business I step into. I'm telling you, people, I'm going to have the best success. I see drivers pissed off in some of the areas where I go to pick up. They're mad in there. I hate this place. And they see me going there like, what? Hey, man. Hey. Only you can get, the treatment that you are getting, from a place. Only you. It's either they had a bad day or you deserved it. And people, what I mean by going there, customer service, do not be one of the people that go and try to flirt with all the girls and stuff like that's customer service. That is not customer service. People, do not do that at all. And if you're doing a thing to the customer, here's what I had a customer do. A driver do to me. I was the customer. Here's what a driver did to me. He was putting laughing out loud and all these weird things into the text message when he was texting me. He told me that he arrived at the restaurant, which you don't need to do. I can see it on my app. So I said, He said, I'm at the restaurant. It's going to be a little late. He says, I have like 5 cars ahead of me. I said, I can see you at the restaurant. I do know that you have to wait. It's okay. He said, laughing out loud, wow, that's weird. Are you stalking me? And then he put laughing out loud again and tried to like continue to like write me for the whole time until he dropped it off. Do not do that to the customer, people. I didn't give him a tip because of that. He was bugging me. He was bugging me. Like he was talking to me, and like I'm like, gee, he blew my phone up. Well, I gave him his $2. He didn't get the 5 though. He didn't get the 5, people. I do $5. And if they do everything right, they get the full 5. When they miss steps, I deduct the $1, okay? And that's how I judge the drivers, because that's how I judge myself. Am I going to get my tip taken away? No. Only you can get your tip taken away or reduced. I still give them a tip, so it still shows, but that full 5 goes down, people. It goes down. Now, how I do that is I put $2 on the app, okay? So I don't show them 5. I put $2 on the app. Okay, and when everything is done, then I add in. So it's like, oh, he even tipped you more. Nice. So I give them a tip alert. You know what I mean? But if they don't do any of the other steps, then they stay at that $2. That's the way I play. That's the way I play. Service to me, because I give service to you. Now, TFT said that's on DoorDash. Now, Brian Kern, he says all about building up good relationships, man. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if you guys know. I know some people do. My wife, she told, like, when I first met her, she said, everywhere we go, we know someone. Well, I know someone. And one day, one of her friends were having a birthday party at one of the restaurants that appears on the hills, Javier's. And we go in there. And I end up running into a CEO that I've sold a lot of products for, made this man a lot of money. And he was there with my boy Troy, and Troy played with the Clippers. So ran into them, we're in there, came back, introduced them to the group, and then they bought drinks for everyone. And my wife, her friends were like, he knew someone last place. I'm like, hey, man, when I'm people, it's what I do. And you know, I've had the jobs where the people are going into when you're the gym director of personal training, you know, you can interact with everyone. So, you know, you build ties, because you never know where you are going to be, people. You need these relationships. Now, he says, TFT says that they can see what drivers is getting the order and kick a driver off. So that means a driver, let's say they gave the order to a driver, and let's say this, someone gave the order to a driver, someone that there is working, they go and check to see what order just went out. They don't like the driver. They switch it from the driver, give it to someone else, and the driver is already driving over to the place. That's dirty. That is dirty, people. So now you know, people. So now you know that, man. That is dirty. Man, that's dirty. Now, Brian Kern says he averaged out of that Home Depot $40 and up, people. So he knows when he goes to that Home Depot, people, he is getting his in. He ain't gonna let no one mess up that Home Depot. That's his staple. He's sitting down on it. And Jada Kansas said, bingo, people. Bingo right there. Now, I want you guys to know, man. I want you guys to know that whenever you are in here in my room, and hopefully you guys can spread the word out, people. Let people know about this right here, man. There's hot facts. It's not like there's a lot of people that go live. Okay, there's a lot of people that go live in all type of genres. Okay, in all type of genres, people go live. All right, and some people don't have a concept. They just go live and just talk. Some people just wait till people in their chat talk, and then that's how they just have a live. This here is Hot Facts K. This is a reflection of how I work out there in the field. You are going to get the news that's going on. Uber, Lyft, it doesn't matter what gig it is. If I get the news, I will put it out there, and we will get some educated feedback and open it up to everyone else here. There's news. people, there's restaurants that I go into that, you know, I have good relationships with. I am going to plug those restaurants in the beginning. I'm going to help out these small restaurants. Okay. There's a pre-lobby 10-minute video. Some people may want to actually see some of the pre-lobby video. Okay, the pre-lobby video, it's all, you know, it's all good stuff. You can actually see the Hot Facts line in there. You can see the program, basketball training. You can see some good stuff there. It's on for 10 minutes. The very last video is the Hot Facts. And once that video is done, the show starts live just from that, people. So if there's a 10-minute countdown and it shows video, what that video was going to be held for, different music, you know, all the music is done. We're all in-house. We're all family. We're all related. But if there's someone else that has something going on, it's going to be in that first 10 minutes. I'm going to feature them inside that first 10 minutes there. Okay. That's what it is. And then we get in here and we get a show. We go over birthdays. We go over news. We go news, birthdays. We got sports. We go over what the morning session was for drivers out there in my day. You know what I mean? We open it up to the floor and comments, people do a little thing and try to help with the fundraising. We get that in. We got that at the hashtag is at Hot Facts. I mean, the cash tag is at Hot Facts for the Cash App, and the GoFundMe is over there at Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. It is a real show. So every single day, you can actually sit in and I'm going over all of the stuff. So it's not like, well, he's not talking about something here today. No, it's an actual show. It starts off pre-lobby and it's going through an hour of what's going on and open up to the floor news. And so we can actually get some dialogue in and then it's over. Okay, it's supposed to be an hour, but today went a little bit longer, but that's a-okay. When you got something to say, you got something to say. Okay. And also I like this thing because there's a lot of info going out and, you know, people, you know, they skip over it. The news on what I bring, I want people to sit down and actually watch the show and get it in. So that is what this is all about. This is something you can do from 2 to 3 and get it in. Now I'm going to be getting off of here pretty soon because Steve has tncradio.live. He has Driver Nation on today, 4 to 6 p.m. my time. I'm in Pacific Standard Time, people. You can go ahead and check that out right there. Now I want to give a shout out here to Y&Y Auto Registrations. If you're a driver in my area or you're thinking about driving and you got to get your car registered and you don't have a vehicle yet, you can't get to the DMV, they charge you a little fee, all right, but they will take care of you. Make sure you mention Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent you in, people. They will take care of you really, really well. I've been going there for about 3.5, 4 years now, okay? I go there, I skip the line, and they take care of it very, very, very quick, okay? And also, if you're in the area, people, trying to get something to eat, head over to Tacos Arandas and get that queso birrias. They are the best queso birrias in town. Go ahead and check those out. If you're a driver and you're short on cash and you didn't bring food, make sure you head on in there and say Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent you in. Okay, people. We also have KG Sports. If you're in the area, you are around the Rio Rancho Mall off of Sunny Mead in Paris, right off the 60 freeway. KG Sports is right in the Rio Rancho Mall, right in front of the food court, the first sports store there. Head on in there and mention Hot Facts with Robert Reese. They will take care of you. They will go ahead and give you a discount, people. And that's a little bit of relations that I have built up right there, people. And I want you guys to know that, people. I want you guys to know that. I am constantly going to be working in the field, constantly going to be working and trying to develop and have this thing better every single day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what you are hearing. Hopefully I'm not dead to your ears. Hopefully in my videos, you know, I'm entertaining enough to have you guys watch, but this video that I am going to watch right here, I'm going to title this Customer Service at its Best. So that's what it's going to be titled, Customer Service at its Best. I'm going to get on off of here. Make sure you guys take a look at this video. Send my name out there, people. Sub. We're trying to get to that 1,000 people right now. I do not know where I am right now. I do not know. I'll go ahead and check for you guys while I am here. Let's go ahead and check for me, people. 381 subscribers right now, people. So for those of you who do not know, my channel was launched on January 25th. Okay, that's when my channel was launched. That's when the debut video went up. So right now there's 381 subscribers in under 90 days, people. So we're trying to hit that 1,000 mark. We're trying to get there. I'm trying to get there with positive content, a great attitude. I'm trying to get here with all the good stuff so everyone can learn. Any questions you guys have out there, people, you can throw them at me. It doesn't have to be a gig, ride share. If you do canvassing, if you do anything in sales, you can throw me the question. I will answer. For those of you who don't know, I'm a sales director and marketing director. Okay, people, sales closer, everything. I've done all of that. You can ask me any question. I can go ahead and break it down to anything. That's why this channel is here. Also, you can use any of these skills on any platform there is, and you can be successful. This is Robert Reese, people, and I'm signing out. 2 and 2 like Chuck Woolery.